Hello, this is Lee Colson with AColson Realty Group in Boca Raton, Florida. This presentation is how to lease commercial real estate. So let's get started. If you're starting a new business, or if you're thinking of moving or expanding your existing business, then choosing the location is a very important decision. And equally important is how much you'll pay for that location. We'll discuss how to select a location for your business and tips for negotiating a lease. Choosing a business location requires planning and research. It involves looking at demographics, assessing your supply chain, scoping the competition, staying on budget, understanding state laws and taxes, and more. Considerations that you need to think about are: is the property in a high traffic area? Is the property easily accessible for your customers? Does it have enough parking? Does it stand out compared to other businesses? Are there competitive businesses nearby? This could be a pro or a con. Is the business spacious enough for your current as well as your future business? And how much maintenance is going to cost? And is the lease negotiable? You should make a list of your needs and your wants and distinguish which are nice to have and which are essential. You can use this list when you're searching for properties and when you go to look at the properties. Give this list to your realtor so they can use it to find available properties that will meet your criteria. Of course, cost is a major consideration in determining your location. To know how much you should expect to pay and to effectively negotiate, you need to know the average cost of the type of commercial space you're seeking, whether it's retail, office, or industrial. A commercial real estate broker can show you historical data in the region. You could also research prices online at sites such as AColson.com, CIMLS.com, CityFeet.com, or LoopNet.com. Once you've determined a general location, it's time to start looking for commercial properties and comparing them. A realtor specializing in commercial real estate can save you time and money by finding available properties that meet your requirements. When you view properties, take notes of what you like and what you don't like, and bring a camera to take pictures of the property inside and out. After you've looked at all the top prospects, determine which property is best for your business. If there are multiple candidates, rate their strengths and weaknesses to help decide which is best. After you decide on a property, it's time to negotiate the lease. The following tips will help you with negotiation. Get professional help. Consider getting an experienced attorney in commercial real estate that can help explain terms, advise you, and help you to negotiate. Establish the costs. The rent that you pay is your first negotiation point. You'll also want to negotiate rent increases over the term of the lease and renewal options. Consider timing. You can generally negotiate better terms by signing a longer lease, but what if your business grows faster than expected, or you need to move before the lease is up? A short lease with options to renew and a cap on future rent increases may offer the greatest flexibility. Ask what the total cost covers. Cost per square foot is just the beginning. There may also be common area maintenance costs, property taxes, insurance, trash collection, repairs, and utilities. Depending on the lease terms, you may be expected to pay some or all these costs directly, or pay them to the landlord, or have them built into your rent. You need to know the maintenance requirements. While residential leasing often places the burden of maintenance and upkeep on the shoulders of the landlord, commercial leases are different. Some stipulate that the tenant is responsible for all property upkeep and repairs, and others specify that the tenant is responsible for systems such as air conditioning, plumbing, and others. Check the lease in addition to stating who's responsible for what may also contain dollar limits and how much the tenant must pay for maintenance and repair. An attorney can help clarify your legal rights. Does the property meet ADA requirements? The Americans with Disability Act requires businesses to provide equal access to entrances, doorknobs, drinking fountains, restaurants to disabled customers. Landlords and tenants are mutually responsible for providing access to disabled guests of the tenant unless the lease clarifies who's responsible. Many leases specify that tenants are responsible for accessibility within the property they lease. You may want to talk to an attorney experienced in commercial real estate. You could also check out the ada.gov website for more information. You should inspect the property. If you'll be responsible for maintenance and upkeep of heating and air conditioning, electrical and plumbing, then you need to know the condition of these systems. And you may want to hire professionals to perform these inspections. You need to know what is permitted. Make sure you understand what uses the property is permitted for, and that there are no zoning regulations or laws that could adversely affect your business. And you need to discuss improvements. If you need to remodel the property to suit your business, this is known as build-out. Be sure you understand what improvements can be made, who will pay for them, who will oversee the work, and whether you're expected to restore the space to the original state if you move. Ask about subleasing. Get the rights to sublease part or all your space to another tenant protects you from breaking the lease if you must move unexpectedly. It also helps you cover costs if leasing more space than you currently need in anticipation of growth. You also need to know the insurance requirements. Make sure you understand what type of insurance coverage is required by the lease and the amount. How much public liability insurance is required? Is flood and hurricane insurance required? What are the terms if the building is destroyed or becomes unusable? You should discuss with an insurance company that specializes in commercial real estate how much the insurance will cost, or even if you can get it. You may also want to talk to an attorney experienced in commercial real estate. Make sure everything is put in writing. Before viewing properties, make a list of questions to ask the broker and the landlord, and never negotiate based on a verbal offer. Get terms in writing, and if you have an attorney, you may want them to review it. And commercial landlords generally expect you to make a written counteroffer. You may also want to ask for things that you need, whether you need to have things built in or not. You may or may not get it depending on the market and other factors, but the best time to get what you want is before you sign the lease. I hope you found this presentation helpful. Do you need help leasing commercial real estate? If your business is in the Boca Raton or South Florida area, AColson Realty Group can help. Give us a call or visit us on the web at acolson.com.